Tales of the Abyss. This is the last one of the Tales series that I've actually seen, but I've only seen so much of it and whatnot. I heard about this one, the same way everyone else did. It's like the whole Tales Festival thing, and they were celebrating Kosuke Fujishima's birthday, and then suddenly it was like, anime of Tales of the Abyss coming soon! And I'm thinking, that's awesome, because Tales of the Abyss is one of my favorites, and I thought, this is awesome, because one, not only was it an anime of a Tales game that we hadn't seen in a while, but also, it was a TV series of 26 episodes. Personally, I'd rather have a 26 episode anime over a 13 one. I know that 26 is still pretty short, yet at the same time, that's sort of standard. It's either 12, 13, or 26, and very rarely will they go past 50, and sometimes even higher than that, like we've seen so far. But the ones that only go to a certain number sort of have a set ending for them, while, other ones like One Piece and Naruto and whatnot don't really have an ending in mind. But, yeah, I watched the first one downloaded. I downloaded the Abyssal Chronicles sub and watched that just to see what it was, and I liked it so far. It was interesting. I liked how they used karma again. That was sort of interesting because I think Bump of Chicken kind of dropped off the face of the planet for a little bit, and then here we go. They're probably making even more money, and I think it was pretty good. I mean, it's sort of weird hearing one of their old songs. Even though it's a Tales of the Abyss anime, I almost kind of wish they had done, like, if they had to use Bump of Chicken, they probably could have used, like, a new song, yet at the same time, Bump of Chicken, the Karma song is kind of engraved into, Abyss. Even in the English version, they didn't take it out, which I'm glad. From what I saw, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. I don't really remember too much that was different from the game, but I enjoyed it. What else? And I tried to watch more of it. I actually watched it, streamed off of Japanese TV, and I noticed that one of my gripes was that the voice files, they sound like they sort of stood out from everything else. I felt like they should have sort of tried to merge the audio of the voices with, the music and whatnot. I felt like, I don't know, it almost felt like it was live, like literally a live recording session or something. I don't know. I felt like they should have done a better job. And, maybe that's just me. Maybe when I buy the DVD, which I do plan to, it'll sound better. I mean, that's just me. But, and I did actually try to watch a few new episodes from off of Abyssal Chronicles, but the subs weren't there, so I kind of just gave up because I figured, whatever. And I just figured, okay, whatever. I'll just watch it. Whenever I get the chance, maybe I'll watch a different sub because obviously Abyssal Chronicles isn't working for me. What else? I don't really know what else to think about. One thing I will say about the opening, though, I feel like for those who hadn't played the game, and this goes for both English-speaking viewers and Japanese-speaking viewers of the show, the anime sort of gave away a whole lot of stuff. If you've never seen it, I'm not gonna say gave away, but it definitely raised a lot of questions, and I guess it doesn't really matter at that point. Because they figured, okay, the only people who are going to be watching this are fans of the show, of the game. Kind of like people who are going to be watching Dragon Ball Kai are probably only fans of, the original Dragon Ball Z broadcast. But yeah, this thing is currently only available in Japanese, but there is a DVD release that's a sub-only release. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. The voice actors are pretty good. I think Ion got replaced with someone else. I can't remember. I don't even remember why. But everyone else, every other character's returned, so that's pretty good. Chihiro Suzuki is still Luke. What's-his-face is still Guy. And whatnot. Yukana is still Tyr, which is really the first time I ever heard her, and now she's like a big thing. somewhat. And yeah. And of course, Bandai Entertainment's doing, a DVD release. They're also working on, an English dub for K-On!, which is pretty interesting. I'll probably buy that at some point. Anyway, I don't know how they're doing the release. I was hoping they would do, just a big release, like a big box set, but I think they're doing it in, like, volumes, which is fine. I'll just buy the first volume, then I'll watch that, and, I'll just wait for, the box set to come out, and then I will buy that, and then I'll have all the episodes. That's kind of what I'm doing with Dragon Ball Kai, actually. And plus, now that it's over, I don't really have to worry about that. But yeah, pretty good show from what I saw. It was interesting. It looked nice, The voice actors were doing their thing. It was nice to see these anime voice actors go back to doing anime. And yeah, that's really all I had to say about this show. Oh yeah, they did you throw in the little attack moves. I think it was... They only did that for the magic thing, the magic moves though, which I like them spells, which I actually like. That's actually the way I prefer them do it. And they show off the monsters getting cut up, and that was interesting. And I heard about how Abyssal Chronicles threw in the little GIF things that made the thing kind of seem like the game, which was pretty cool. Of course, I didn't really see much of it, but, So yeah, that's all I have to say about Tales of the Abyss. Go watch it, I guess. I haven't seen the entire thing. I assume that it follows the game pretty well while adding in other stuff. I'm sure they had to add some stuff to do a 26 episode anime. But yeah, that's what I have to say about Tales of the Abyss. Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing before I go. My favorite character is Luke. Yeah, sort of last minute. At least that'll make that easier to edit, because then I can just throw in, the... Yeah. I'll see you guys later.